Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and welcome to the Yawhg. Now the Yawhg is a kind of choose-your-own-adventure style game where anything is possible. I need to pick two characters and I'm gonna take them with me on an adventure through whatever the hell the Yawhg is because that's as far as I know. So, I am gonna pick... I'm gonna pick... Oh, that guy with the beard. The mutton chops on that guy. Ooh, and I'm gonna take Red Lady. Got it. I got my team, I'm good to go. I'm already ready, you don't need to serenade me anymore. The Yawhg will be here in 6 weeks, and no one expects it. Not a one of us. We just keep on living our lives week by week, unaware. Okay, so is the Yawhg a monstrous entity that's gonna consume all of life as we know it? Ooh. What? Oh. Ooh, physique, finesse, mind, charm, magic, and wealth? I don't know. I think this guy needs to spend his time in the tavern bartending. He seems like, oh, you spend the week serving drinks at the tavern. You earn 1 wealth in tips and gain 2 charm. One day a bard pulls out his lute in the bar and starts playing a tune. Unfortunately, his singing is horrible and is ruining the tavern's atmosphere. Well, okay, you decide to do something about it. Oh, so this is where it's like a choose-your-own-adventure type deal. Amy told me about this one and was really excited about it. So, I could convince him to leave, but I could challenge him to a loot duel because apparently what are the odds I'm gonna be any worse? Come on, bring it on! You borrow the bar owner's lute and challenge the bard to a musical duel. You only just start playing the lute when you realize that you're even worse than the bar. Oh, come on! The bard easily outplays you and motions for you to lay down your flute. Just like a passive-aggressive, like, hey, come on now. I may not be a professional, but you need to just get the fuck out of here because this is horrible. You can tell there are a couple of people snickering at you right now. Embarrassing. You lose one Well, damn it, I'm off to a great start here. Alright, so I guess Lady Red, she seems like she belongs in the palace. Oh, attend the ball? Oh, you spend the week attending fancy gatherings. Oh, what a burdensome week. Oh, how will I get through it? You gain 2 charm and 1 finesse. One day you decide to lean up against a wall just to take a break. It rotates as you apply pressure and you stumble down a set of stairs. You enter a large dusty room filled with barrels. You found the king's famous wine cellar. Host a secret party. Oh, what better way? I'm sure the king will forgive me. All your friends show up and begin the drinking. When you come to, you find yourself in a home you don't recognize, in only your underwear. Your clothes are nowhere to be found, and you seem to be the only one home. What happened? Oh, sounds like a fun time! They say the last time it came, the Yawhg devoured houses whole, stole lives, tore families and family members apart. But that was so very long ago. Okay, I'm a little bit more worried about this Yawhg than I previously was, Alright. So the other thing that this guy does is he goes out and lumberjacks in the woods all by himself. Oh, hell yeah, he chops wood. Spend the week cutting down trees for the village. You gain 2 physique and earn yourself 1 wealth. One day, during your forest excursions, you stumble upon a swarm of rats. At first you jump backwards in shock, but then you start hearing them conversing with one another. They call you over. "Excuse me, sir," one of them says in a high-pitched voice. "Do you think you might be able to help us out with something? You see, we're just trying to elect our new leader, but it seems our votes are completely tied. We're trying to decide between Seedpaws the Vengeful and Blightooth the Wise." Seedpaw steps forward. "If you vote for me, the rats will have a powerful leader, one that isn't afraid to take our fight to the enemy," proclaims Seedpaw. Blightooth steps up. "If you vote for me, good sir, I will lead these rats to an age of enlightenment," says Blightooth. "Which rat do you choose?" "Well, I don't know. Maybe it's not about what I do, but maybe if I take it from my favorite movie, Ratatouille, I'm gonna assume that whenever talking rats decide to show themselves to me, that they probably shouldn't be vindictive and vengeful, because that would probably lead to a lot of pain around the world. So I'm gonna go with Blightooth." Half the rats roar with tiny applause. I just thought of... I thought of that mouse, the howling mouse. From that Don't Laugh video I did. Oh, jeez. All right, anyway. Seedpaw bows his head and walks back into the mass of rats. Blightooth climbs on your shoulder and whispers ancient secrets in your ear. As thanks. Thank you, Blightooth. You gained 1 mind and 1 magic. Well, that worked out a little better than last time. I'm gonna go to the gardens. Have a good time. Meditating. You spend the week in deep meditation. Boy, this lady has a rough time going through this week preparing for the Yawhg. You gain 1 magic and 2 mind. One day on your way home from the park, you come across a golden ring in the grass. Wear the ring, it might be enchanted or cursed. I'm gonna go with wearing it. Upon placing the ring on your finger, orange markings around the band. The markings unravel themselves as the ring and swirl in front of you. They form into what appears to be a fully armored ghost radiating a beautiful orange light. The ghost turns to you and nods before walking away. The ring looks good on you. Hey! Alright then. I should mention that this is all randomly generated, so these outcomes probably are sporadic. Or maybe it's not all randomly generated, but you know what I mean. It was on us in a heartbeat, or so the stories go. The earth shook, the air went still. Okay then, time to fight in the arena! I'm gonna fight, not compete, or bet. You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. While wandering around the halls between matches, you spot your former lover, Kelly. An awkward exchange happens in which you want to know how they're doing without seeming to care too much. After a few minutes, Jean, one of the most popular fighters in the arena, butts into the conversation. Hey, Kelly, sorry to interrupt you, babe, but we gotta leave right now if we want to make it to your mother's in time, to not bang, because that'd be weird in front of your mom. You say an awkward goodbye as they walk off holding hands. How do you feel? I feel happy. I'm happy for her. Hope her house burns down, but I'm happy. You feel it's good that both of you have moved on. This encounter, despite its awkwardness, is refreshing. You gain 1 charm! Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I do. Hell yeah, I do. Alright, time to go to the tavern and drink! You spend the entire week getting wasted! You gain 2 charm and 1 physique. Their very first day of the week, when you walk through the tavern doors, everyone cheers. Apparently, during your last drunken outing, you were a party animal while you blacked out. Hell yeah, I was! Legend spreads of your party hard spirit. You gain 2 charm. Hell yeah! Man, this lady can do no wrong! And then the world was howling fury, chaos, the sound of all we knew being pulled in half. Well, that's dark and ominous. Alright, Mr. Man, time to go to the slums and fight crime! You spend the week outsmarting and beating up criminals. You gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. Hell yeah. One night a small child approaches you with his hand cupped and outstretched towards you. It's a trap! Beat him up! He doesn't say anything but looks up at you with wide eyes, waiting expectantly. Punch the shit out of him! Fine, I'll do it. You toss him a sack of coins. You lose 1 wealth. He thanks you and walks away. The next night, you recognize him on the street. You spot him eating what looks like a fresh loaf of bread. He sees you and smiles. You feel good about yourself. Oh, my muscles have grown. I can't believe it. And 1 finesse, and 1 mind, and 1 charm. Ho! I'm doing good. Whatever these things mean, apparently I'm doing good. All right, so go to the alchemy tower. Let's brew a potion and maybe some booze along with it. You spend the week experimenting with different potion brews. You gain 2 magic and 1 mind. One day a swarm of rats infest the building. They're biting everything in the way. Everyone else in the building flees immediately. What do? Blast them with magic. Blast them with, is it Slitherpaw, Seedpaw? Is it Seedpaw and his gang? Unruly after losing the election. I'm gonna blast them. You wave your hands and produce a bouquet of flowers. That wasn't the spell you meant to cast. The rats spot your attempt to exterminate them and begin biting you horribly. Ow, my physique! Managed to escape, but now there are rats all over the tower. Well, that didn't go so well. Things were going well, but oh well. When it arrives this time, how will we fare? Will we once more rebuild, move on, be strong, or have we forgotten? Ooh, I don't know. I just don't know. Okay, so this guy's gonna go to the palace to do administrative work, because that's the kind of guy he is. You spend the week doing paperwork. You're paid 2 wealth and gain 1 mind. One day the court jester approaches you. Would you like to learn to juggle? He asks excitedly. I'll teach you everything I know for a small sum. Maybe he doesn't know how to juggle. Maybe there's a trap. Sure, why not? You spend the day with the jester practicing your juggling technique. You improve dramatically. You gain 2 finesse. Another 2 finesse. You happily pay the jester for his services. You lose 1 wealth. Well, that's not a bad go of things. How about the hospital? Tend to patients. You spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick. You gain 2 mind and earn 1 wealth. One day you hear spooky sounds echoing through the hospital. Soon afterwards, a glowing blue ghost floats down from the ceiling. She seems to be wandering the halls aimlessly, howling out horrible noises. She doesn't appear to realize that she is freaking everyone out. I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. 'Cause it was so spooky! You decide to do something about it. Talk calmly to the ghost. You approach the spirit and try to explain how, to her, the effect she's having on the sick. She seems to understand what you're telling her and apologizes for bothering everybody. She walks through a wall and is never seen from again. A doctor tosses you a sack of coins as a way of saying thanks. You gain 2 wealth. Hey, the Yawhg. It's almost here. Almost. Ooh, spooky. It's getting spoopy up in here. All right, man. You gotta go. Let's go for a hunt. Let's go for a good old hunt. You spend the week hunting defenseless creatures, like the good person I am. You gain 2 finesse and sell the pelts for 1 wealth. One day you come across a group of people in the woods. From the expression on their faces, they appear to be lost. Help them, don't rob them. You confront the group and try to help them find their way back into town. With ease, you lead everyone back to town. Extremely grateful, the group gives you a small token of their appreciation. You gain 2 wealth. Wow, for a guy that's been giving away his wealth left and right, he certainly has a lot of wealth. All right, lady, time to go. It's the end of the world, so what do? Get drunk! Hell yeah! One day an impromptu drinking contest is held. Oh, that sounds like my kind of thing. You down pint after pint, drinking as if your life depends on it. You end up blacking out. Again. When you come to, you find yourself in a home you don't recognize, and only your underwear, your clothes are nowhere to be found, and you seem to be the only one home. What happened? Another good time? Ooh, shit. The storm arrives in the night. By the morning, it still rages. For 3 full days, the tempest puts us through a grinder, drowns us, crushes us, ruins us. But then it ends. We see the graveyard our home has become. Our home. Does anything yet live? Are we past saving? Oh, shit. Whoa, choose the role? I don't even know what that means. What does that mean? I don't know, but I think this guy is gonna be the smelter. Hell yeah, you volunteer to smelt your now useless coins into building materials. Okay, with the modest amount of riches you have, you manage to provide a significant amount of income. You melt it all down and with the smiths take it and work on various tools and building materials. This helps the survival effort a lot. You lose 3 wealth. Alright then, oh, she's got a lot of charm. She should be the leader. I vote for a government that lets everyone party and black out as much as they want to without getting judged for their actions. No such thing as past mistakes. Only the future! Vote for me! You take it upon yourselves to be the leader of the survivors. You expertly delegate and prioritize tasks. You give motivating speeches and act as an effective mediator in disputes. This helps the rebuilding efforts significantly. I know! And so, we set about our tasks, once more living our lives, this time in a way we might have never expected or wanted. But in the end, it was a struggle, but a struggle we never abandoned. Though our home had been stripped apart, we did not let it languish. And whether we succeed or fail, we did our best. Who knows if the Yawhg will visit us again? Who knows if we will ever be, can ever be, ready for it? That was cool. That was really cool. We rebuilt. We did it. Through drinking and partying, we did good. With the old tavern owner dying in the Yawhg, you decide to take on the task. Before long, the tavern's busier than ever, filled with good music, games, and friends. Your tavern's doing so great that every other tavern in the area has closed down. You start a chain of taverns throughout the city to fill the demand. Each new tavern you make and open makes it more difficult to manage them all. You begin enacting policies that make it easier for you to keep track of how many taverns are being run. The taverns all start to become bland and uninteresting places to be, but since you have a monopoly, you're still making ridiculous amounts of money. Well, that's boring. The Yawhg changed you, probably for the better. With the town being rebuilt, you eventually decide to retake your role as a doctor in the hospital. There, you make friends with another doctor. The two of you do everything together. You're inseparable. Eventually, you decide to get an apartment and live with each other. Then, your friend gets married, and everything changes. The spouse has to move away to a new town, and your friend follows. You try to keep in touch by mail, but the letters start to come less and less frequently. You try to fraternize with the other doctors. While they're all nice people, nothing can compare. Well, that's sad. Well, that's sad. Well, I'm sad now. I was happy about the rebuilding, but both of those were kind of sad. The rebuilding was optimistic, but the people that were doing it led sad lives. Oh man, that was crazy. That was like a short 15-minute experience that I really loved. I felt attached to those people. I felt part of that. How did I do that in 15 minutes? I love that. And I'm willing to bet every playthrough is going to be a little bit different. I mean, sure, you can play it to the point where you get every single possibility, but I bet every playthrough is going to be different. So I'm going to leave this one the way it is. I'm going to let my playthrough be what it is, but this game is cool. Like, legitimately cool. Just kind of all the possibilities that could happen, and also seeing how the decisions kind of echo through, because she lived a life of party and doesn't remember stuff, and then she ends up being forgotten. And the guy, I don't know, he only went to bartend once. That was his first thing, and so he went back again, I guess, and made a lot of money. But money wasn't what it was all about anyway. Things became boring because of it. It's cool though. And I love the music. So either way, I'll end this here. I'll stop blabbering about my feelings about this, and let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I really want to hear your opinions about this. If you played this before, how different is it? How many ways are there to go about this? So anyway, thank you everybody so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!